Alright guys, how we doing? We're back with another video. With just how bad December has gone, I think it's really time to get back into the back testing and work on honing in on the strategy to make it as accurate as possible to how I'm actually going to be trading live. I want to stick to MNQ for the first 6 months of the year. The plan would be to go London session and New York PM session. These are the only two time frames. I'm going to use $2,000 for the account balances. That's all we really have to work with. With the challenges, we're going MNQ, futures, and we're going to have the start date and the end date. We're going to have December. So the last week before Christmas is what I really want to be trading. And so that's the same plan for next year. I'm not going to start in February, but probably the second week of Jan as well. Once everyone's back into the markets, hopefully we have a bit more stability for the crazy end of year. We've seen some hectic stuff in MQ. So let's create this and get started. So running through what I'm looking for, I really want to hone in on looking at previous day high, previous day low. I think that's what's missing at the moment. I'm trying to go for these massive swing moves. A lot of the times we just reach the previous day high, low. See, right is high, right is. See what market we're in. So I'm a 4 hour, the 15 and the 5 minute all in here. We've got VWAP as well, which is this blue line. So rather than having the volume and then having EMA, VWAP just combines the two. It's the volume weighted average price. I'm finding price really does tend to respect this on most time frames as well. So basically we'll go on to our London session. So we've got our Asian consolidation right here. See this across. So what are we seeing here? We've taken Asian highs, pushed up. We've had some displacement from the sort of CBD PM session of New York on Friday. We're pretty bullish for the most part. So Friday's high works nicely with this sort of 4 hour BC as well. So we'd be wanting price to reach here before we look to go long. And what I'm trying to work on is just sticking with the trend. So the trend right now is bullish. I'm just going to look at buys. And if the buy option isn't there, I think I'm just learning it's probably better to just not trade. So I'm going to backtest that rather than trying to get every single move and predict where price is going to go. Let's just wait for the higher probability setups. So let this one play out. So there's a CB right in here, and we've reacted quite nicely off of that. So we'll see what the price action wants to do from that. Looks like we've inverted this 5 minute CB right here. This would probably be a nice draw on liquidity, this high right here. Guys, this might be a bit of a Judas fall. I still think that because that draw hasn't been hit, that's more than likely where we'd need to see price hit first. And so I'm taking off my trades at 7. So really only have that like 3 to 7 window to operate in, inverted as we expected. See if we can hit that draw and then have a move to the downside. Generating liquidity, and we're approaching 7 right now. So there's no trade today. There's pretty much just ranging. Didn't really have too much of an option. You could probably short from here to midnight maybe, but not high probability. So we check the PM session, see if there's anything. There's that draw in liquidity, swept it, and then we push down to Friday's high, and that reaction is quite nice as well. So this more than likely is going to be where we're looking for to get rid of this and see if we can come down to this blue line. That would be a different entry to look for longs in the PM session. With this and pushed above, this potentially could be a tiny little scalp to the upside. We look to take this, targeting like $200 a day. We see how many lots we need to risk this. So go 5 micros. It's not really even a 1-to-1, but we've got equal highs. We've wicked this low. We're still respecting midnight right here. So VWAP is slightly under, so we could see price push down. This is a tiny little scalp that we'd be looking at. There's that 200 for the day. We're done. And we move to the next there. Just again, going for these high probability setups. We want to be long based on this longer time frame price action. We'll go to London the next. did push higher again, same strat. So we're just gonna mark out the previous day high, previous day high. Look at what day it is. So Monday is pushing down, and Tuesday we're looking to take either Monday's high or low. So where are we? Apologies. So this is all Monday still. So this is Monday's high, and this is still all Monday's low. Okay, beauty. So we'll see, because we've pushed up higher, these equal highs are now drawing liquidity. London session here as well. So we'll see if we get there already. We might have missed the move because 2 already had this expansion. Usually if we're expanding off 2, we're taking the highs. Potentially could come back for the lows maybe in the native session of New York. Let's just have a look. If we can get down into here, potentially look at taking a long just to that draw. So yeah, I'm doing OTE, looking for at least 50% right here. That's not a bad option. Take partials here and then look for the full TP there. See what price wants to do though. Alright, so at 50, looks like we're respecting this. Got 4 minutes, so we'll just wait and see how this is going to react. I think that's going to be too far for us to take. This would have been ideal, targeting up here and here. I think we still have midnight, which falls nicely with this 79%. We got VWAP still down here. So I'm going to let this one go. So taking those lows. If we can time this with a 4 o'clock reversal, would give me a little bit more confidence. We're slightly above, but it's a better price than if we had taken it up here. Stops just below midnight, below VWAP. We're going to target the draw on liquidity. So again, it's less than a 1R, but it's high probability trade. Looking at the 15-minute as well, nice reaction off the 705 level. I didn't even look at this. And we got equal highs still resting here. So I think we should still take partials here. Must just be a sweep and then push lower. So many equal highs right here as well. 5 micros again, it's probably the play here. Look. So push lower, we're at midnight right now. See how we react. Nice reaction off there, sweeping these lows. I'm actually gonna add a pyramid entry. I know I should only be doing this when I'm in profit, not when I'm negative. But just that reaction is quite nice off so many confluences. We got 79, we got midnight, we got VWAP, we've whipped liquidity here. So I will, it's not letting me do half positions, we'll just go to add this on. I'll be looking to take off the whole 2 lot position here, and then looking at partial half here, and then look to move forward with that. Okay, not ideal there. Take a bit of a loss. Close out this position. That's fine. So slightly under where we need to be. We'll just clean this up a little bit. This is a nice reversal profile. We need to see us invert this, especially close above VWAP now. We got an hour. You see right in here as well. I like having all of the 3 time frames so you can see where price is most likely to go. Still got this draw on liquidity with the equal highs right here. I still think ultimately that's where we go. Let's look. VWAP now on the 15. Still hold this CB right here. So see the reaction on this BC. Ideally we take these lows as well, and then just watching for 7 as well. Okay, nice reaction there. We do invert though, so and we're below VWAP. It's not a high probability. There we go. So there's that hourly level we spoke about before. Wait to see if we get like a reversal or it just wants to melt. So that's a melt. We're approaching 7 now. And we're back. So there's no trade for us here in London. Did take the loss there, which is unfortunate. You're gonna go to New York PM session. We did just melt to the downside. So that's the previous daily low. That's more likely gonna be our target right now. We're expecting about 50% of this CE though. Looks like we're about to invert this CE here now too. Switching the high time frames. We did invert on the 15-minute as well. We got a tiny little FEG in. Ideally that draw on liquidity is more than likely where we're wanting to be going. There's a 5-minute. You see in there too. So let's see how we react to these levels. More than likely it's going to be for previous daily low. The equal lows here now. So we look to take a short if we can get back up. Yep. So there's our entry. Short this. stops at this high. They're just targeting previous daily low. Volatile, 7.5%. Still gonna be at our 200 for the day. Okay, maybe this is what I need to do, save a journal. So I'm gonna let this play out and then we'll fill out all of this. Not ideal, journal it. So confidence was about, I'd say 70% based on everything that we saw right there. We lost. Let's have a look though. Let me see. Probably took the trade a bit too early. As no liquidity was taken before we sort of finished. Yeah, so I think basically that's all I'm looking at on this reflection. We didn't take liquidity. So if we had taken these equal highs, bounced off VWAP, and then look to go, maybe that might be the play, but let's have a look. Decent reaction. Again, just being mindful that we are in a massive uptrend. So to have this continue to the downside might not be the play, but let's just have a look. Respected on the 15 minutes so far. We're inverted again already, making higher lows and higher highs. So I think this potentially could actually be a flip. It should really see us floor and target these lows. I think this is slightly higher than this low as well. This probably looks like the target. Taking liquidity here. We've already swept all of this. I think this is the drawn liquidity now. Gonna go for one more long here. And then the market shuts at 5 p.m. for the top steps. Once this hits like 1700, then we're just gonna close ourselves out because that's essentially what the market will be doing for top step as well. So here's our trade. I think this 7.5% risk seems viable. We've already had a loss of 140, so I'm not really chasing the loss. If we can hit this, then we'll be breaking even essentially for the day. Should have hit saving journal, place order, so take a screenshot. But let's have a look. Nice reaction off VWAP. See if we can respect the level, especially this 15-minute busy right in here. And so we're wanting these swept if we're going to look to add on pyramid our position. Is the close right there, so we're gonna have to take that position up, as that's what it would have been for top step as well. More than likely, I think this plays out. Let's have a look. For the sweep of these lows, still reacting off this. Yeah, there we go. TP hit. Looks like we're blasting through, but that's fine. We're just gonna practice this as if we're in the live market. What's that saying though? Practice the way that you want to play. So we're trying to emulate this as much as possible to the top step conditions. Next day, let's move it along. So previous daily low now is shifted to here. Previous daily now shifted to here. And look at all those equal highs, and we still have this drawn liquidity. So based on all this reaction, did we invert this? Didn't really, but now we're at that 15-minute busy that we were looking at before. We have inverted this. So Wednesday, so Tuesday is low, usually is the target for Wednesday with all these equal lows here sitting as well, respecting this hourly CB. So more than likely a move lower does make sense. But before prices going lower, we want to see it go a little bit higher. Look at all of this in here with a 5-minute CB and midnight resting there. So ideally we want to see price come up to here and then move lower. Let's see if that's what we get. Again, looking for that like 4 o'clock reversal time. And so here we go. Looking to take this high. That's taken there. If we get a nice bearish closure. Alright, so there's 4 o'clock there. I'm actually going to enter straight away. 4 stops at this high. VWAP resting just there as well. I'm going to target these equal lows down here. Tuesday's low as well. 7.5%. Be a nice payday if this one hits. But again, we're just going for that sort of 200 a day So if we can get to 1974, there's our 200 hit. Obviously, if the market wants to give us more, then we'll for more. Looks like we're actually going to be running this. Got view up here. I'm actually going to take this off. View blast right above 3 response. Yeah, maybe this was probably the play. Taking out all these equal highs first. So this one was probably just a little bit too shallow. We can close below, or whether we just if we invert this, then more than likely Asian highs can be the draw. And we do invert. I think again for price, but we are above view up and we're respecting it quite nicely here. So we are actually going to go for this long. Targeting Asian session high. Stops going to be below midnight. Already at this, which already tapped to 1.3R. We're going for our 200 a day. So we did take $100 loss as well. Don't need to chase it. I think we just go for this, to be honest. Oh, I didn't journal that last trade too. I forgot it. It's not good by me. So journal, screenshot this. Confidence on this is probably still 50-50. We only really have an inversion here to work with. Long to the low, we are looking to push higher. So these resting equal highs will be where we look to partial. If we can get that's a good reaction right there. So off of midnight. Another loss. Just trying to see. So let's make sure we journal this. We got into early again. So I'm gonna rate that a lot lower. My confidence is actually probably about a 40 on this one. It's actually got in too early once. I think I'm watching the 5 minute a bit too much. Maybe if we rely on the 50 for our confirmations to actually get in and out. So I'm just gonna make that adjustment. Use the 5 minute as confirmation. Shifting to using the 15. So going to use the 15 for entry and then 5 to manage the position. I think that's what we're going to try and go for. Oh, that's interesting. Alright, let's see. We still potentially have time to take a trade. So we've got 5 trades per day. That's the limit that I'm going to be putting on myself. I think 3 was just a little bit too small. Obviously, there's going to be losers, especially when you're trading intraday and trying to scalp. So I think 5 is the good sweet spot. So ideally, maybe 3 trades in London, because that's when I'm most active. I can actually dedicate that good 3 hours to the charts. And then 2 trades in the PM session. Let's have a look. Let's see if we respect this on a 15. Okay. We do respect on a 15. We can try out the strategy. We're just pretty much going for the exact same trade once again. Stops should be coming under this low now. It's okay. It's definitely better RL, and we're going to be going for that 7.5. Let's see if this trade hits again. Taking partials at that blue line if we can get there, and then looking for the full position of Asian highs. So many equal highs here as well. It's looking a bit better with the 15 minute. There's a bit of confirmation. We'll just check the hourly as well. Approaching 6. Respecting this busy on the hourly, so I didn't even take note of this. Probably should be looking at these 2 charts majority, and then once we're in the trade, just looking to manage off the 5s. Now that we're in, we're going to be using the 5 minute chart here to manage the position. Take up midnight again, see if we get a closure above VWAP. So there's our closure above VWAP. I'm going to adjust stops to this swing line now. 5, see how we react to this city. We're doing stops to go to break even now, approaching that blue line, and then just being mindful for 7 as well. That's when I want to get out of the position, because usually 7 is like a reversal profile. So there's our trade right there. Close this. Not letting me do that. 100% off. Go to the journal. We can journal this one. Using 15, we'll see if this is going to be used as good support now. Just letting, like, not even looking at this now, just watching this level acting on me right there too. Okay, and we would have got something on that one. So Good timing to get out at 7 as well. Usually, as I was saying, like 7, you'll see a reversal follow the move that we've been going. So that's alright. To do all this, go to the PM session. Wow. Yeah, there was the push-ups. Absolutely blasted through all of that. There was the target that we were identifying. It's smashed, but that's it. Now we're in the PM session. I don't think there's really too much. We've already reacted up here, so really this is just a continuation trade. Usually in these positions where price is already gapped up big, you see the momentum to the buyer's side. Until we see a reversal profile, we should just be pushing up higher and higher. So I'm going to take stops at this. Maybe just look to target for 1, 2, 3. I'm going to risk $100 here and look to see if we can try to recover some of the losses previously. This is like I should have journaled this one as well, but this is a higher setup trade. On the 15-minute, I can't even see the 5-minute, and then we'll just look to manage. The way that I want to manage as well on the 5, you've heard me say it a lot of times, if we can take previous highs, so we're pushing up higher and higher, we're just going to trail our stops from that. So every time we take a new high bullish, we're just going to move our stop and just trail it, give it enough room, and just keep pushing. So that's how we're expecting this 2 p.m. continuation. So we can close above this high rate, we'll adjust the stops. That's pretty much our closure, right? Just gonna use this. I actually know where we're at. So that's 4. We might actually just have a break-even trade here. Pretty much break-even on this one, unfortunately. Didn't get that push up that we were anticipating. Pretty much the whole move is already run. There was a bit low probability there, but that's fine. We'll go to London. I've not moved really at all, just a lot of consolidating. So we've taken out, let's see, at 2 o'clock, took out Asian session high. Ideally, more than likely, this would be a push to the downside. To what? I don't really know. Everywhere looks good. This is actually quite low probability for all of this. We could take a tiny little short in here and just target Asian session high. That actually might be the play. Yeah. Just targeting Asian session highs. 1-to-1 trade. It's low probability, so really about $100 should really be the risk. Let's see how this one plays out. Yeah, nice. So nice 1-to-1. Wasn't really much there present. That'll be our trade for London, but it's not really. It's just too much wicking, really. We already had a big expansion. Probably makes sense that we push it a little bit lower, but we'll go to the PM session now. So we did get a little bit of a push. We didn't take these lows here though. We've already pushed it right back up. We respected these hourly levels, hourly VC, which we've respected. We got equal sort of highs right in here. So this would be the draw. Yeah. Check the 15-minute now. We inverted this, but we'll come right back up, inverted on this side. Overall momentum is bullish, respecting of VWAP quite nicely here as well. So more likely, like it's just again, come here at 2. This will be our 1 position. So, yeah, and then just watching the 5-minute to trail stops once again. Bad trade there. Again, it's still Wick City, like it's very low probability. We're disrespecting. That was actually a really bad trade. I should not have taken that at all. But we'll go to the next. It's not too great on the funded accounts, but we're still in, and that's the main thing. Like we're just riding out the storm for something. Price action hasn't been the greatest to be fair, but that's no excuse. I've been taking some pretty subpar trades. So we're approaching draw liquidity, it's still there. Price action looks a little taking Asian session highs here. We've actually displaced quite nicely above, so we'll wait to see if we can get a pullback option. We do have this hourly VC right here, so really it's just a matter of being patient. We got midnight just below as well, so just have to be patient, see if it wants to come down on us. So it's 4 o'clock right now. Usually at 4, if 3 is an expansive move, 4 just continues to follow suit. So that 4 o'clock reversal only really works if we're seeing price consolidate. You can have a little push like this, and then 4 usually reverses. But at 3, we're seeing obviously buyers are stepping in right here. Ideally, this should be out, should come down and hit out. But I have a feeling price might just run away without us here after such a big expansion. Okay, so let's see if we can get filled in for, okay, that's not bad. On an hourly PC right here, we're gonna take a long hit. That stops just below midnight, below the London session low right here. We shouldn't be coming back down there with such a big expansion. Maybe let's just target a 1-3 as well. Take partials off here. We're already at all-time highs, so I'm actually happy to risk a little bit more here. Probably look to risk about $150, and we will make sure we jam with this. Right. See this one. So this is what I am a little bit mindful of when we get something like this. We've got equal highs, we pushed up, looks like we're going to close, and then we just jump right back down. So I'm just going to be mindful here. I'm going to move stocks to break even off with that reaction, and still waiting to see if we can get a partial. Okay, that's not a great reaction right there. So this is what I need to start working on, is when I'm anticipating price to do something, but then something counteracts that. There's that cognitive dissonance, right? I'm expecting price to go to a specific area, but then I see something that indicates that, hey, we might actually not be getting it. I should be getting out of the position right now. So what I will do, rather than, because I still have that mindset of I don't want to cut my trade off too early. We're at all-time highs. We've got enough reason for price to continue going higher. I'm going to take 75% off. Rest at break even, and let's just see what price wants to do. Did I get out prematurely? Let's have a look. I think we might have. So approaching 7 now as well, so just sticking to our rules, we're closing 100% now. Let this one play out. Alright, so there was our partial right there. Let's see if it runs to TP. Okay. Straight to right there. Would have been a nice trade, but the analysis was there, and we're just sticking to the rules. We're just remaining disciplined. That's the main thing. So that's fine. I'm actually happy with that trade. We'll get on general. That's like a 4. If I could do 4.5, probably go to 4.5 start. Took entry off an hourly level, adjusted stops as we took new highs. Closed 75% of the position when price reacted opposite to what we were expecting. Closed full position. So good trade. Cool. So happy with that. What day are we at? Friday. So we'll probably do Y long week. I don't know why. That's weird. Okay, so the one we did the other day didn't know it, unfortunately. But that's not too bad for the week. Pretty much break even. That's not too bad at all. Just put this up. We get muggings. Yeah, unfortunately. Okay, so we'll do one more week, and then I think that will tie up the video here. Oh, actually, we still got PM session to go here on Friday. Wow. So just continue to rip. Let's see if we have anything presenting here at 2. Again, we could probably make this quite small, just because I want the priority to be on these 5 timeframes. Got this, and we also got liquidity here. We've got this here. So these are the key levels that I just mark in blue. And so I'm wanting to see price dump down. I'm not riding the shorts, it's counter trend. And we're just waiting to see a reaction off beat levels on the 15-minute minimums. So use the hourly levels of key point of interest. See if we can get liquidity swept on the 15. We just manage on the 5. I'm actually really like it. So be mindful of the time. So there's 4. I don't leave an option here, unfortunately. Nothing in the PM session on that day. London for Monday. Okay, so this should be interesting. We should see a bit of a retracement on Monday, or an expansion continue to the upside. I don't think we're going to see a massive move to the downside. If we do, more than likely the whole week is going to be bearish. But either we're going to see significant move to the downside. So this is Friday's highs, previous day. This Friday's lows, previous day all the way down. We've still got our levels in here that we're looking at. I think this FBG is quite appealing. Already filled out all of this, so the move might be short here, but we've got to see enough confluence for us to be able to take that, especially on the 15-minute. So need to be like inverting all of this and pushing below V1. Me to be interested in the short. So we've taken Asian session lows already, taken the highs already. We've closed within the range on both sides. That's not ideal. Don't really have too much of a bias going forward. Let's watch this 15. Ideally, we can push back into this BISI and then look for a long to the previous day high on Friday. So let's see the 15-minute reaction. If we can get down there, we might have missed this. Pretty low resistance conditions, high resistance. Yeah, I think we just miss unless something presents before 7, but I don't think we'll have a trade today, at least in London session. There's 7, no trade for London. Check New York PM. Wow. Okay, so we did draw up into there. What time was that? At 8, 9. And that is the best time to trade NQ. Really, should be at New York AM open. So where you see these massive spikes price. Where we so again here 9, 10. See these big moves, but that's alright. So 2 p.m. we should see continuation again because it's Monday. We should be pushing lower. This is probably the Judah up in the AM session, and then PM carries it out. We got VWAP here, so we don't really need to do anything. So if we can get up to here, if this wants to floor without us, it is what it is. I'm not going to trade. Alright, so there's those hourly levels that we highlighted before. We might potentially have a reversal, but this volume is actually quite big. Okay, so nice reaction. The hourly, you see, want to see this invert on 15 to confirm. We might just push lower here. Alright, let's see if we can get a market structure shift on a 5-minute. Need to close above as well, not just a wick. If we take out the lows, yeah, we got no trade. So no trade on the Monday today. It is what it is. Sometimes it just do me like that. So London now, the next thing, just check on a higher time frame. See where we're at. So yeah, on the daily, we still do have this daily BC right here. Pretty much all of that's built on 4 hours, so we might not push all of down there. Got this level in the X3 now. Already inverted this on an hourly. Let's see. Taking Asian session highs. The draw might be to push down low for this. We got Monday's low here as well. We'll just have to wait and see. If we close above here, then more than likely we're going to be pushing up. Ultimately, we're still in an uptrend, right? And Monday usually is like that reversal day. It's pretty steep volume there for Monday, but let's just wait and see. See this 15-minute, what sort of closure we're going to get. Still bearish. See the reaction of VWAP. So we close below VWAP. More than likely, this will be a run to the downside. At least taking out Monday's low, right? So I think we're going to run this. The daily BC might be a bit of a stretch, but we're just going to run it. 7.5 stable journal. So that screenshot. It's going to be about 3 on the confidence, and the confidence level is going to be about 45, bit less than 50%. We're going against the trend, really only just targeting the previous daily low. Looking to take about 75% off here if we can get there. Let's let this one play out. Alright, so we're taking Asian session lows, just watching the 5-minute or adjusting our stops. Asian lows right now, you gotta be a bit mindful. Push past, there we go. Take about 75% up. Starts to go break even. And then looking to see if we can take the daily BC level as well. We great trade right there. Good trade. Still high resistance. But clear drawn liquidities identified. And then we've got 4 o'clock now. So potentially we could see a reversal profile playing out. Let's see what sort of closure we're going to get on a 15-minute. It's close below that daily level. Again, it's a daily level, so we can't be too stressed. We got this low right here. So a lot of orders. This is from Friday last week. See if we push lower, and then we've got that busy here on an hourly level as well. Get rid of the previous deadly. We'll see if we get a nice 15-minute reaction if we get at this level. So pretty much there now. See if we close above. They're looking for an inversion here. We've got enough confluence and reason on an hourly busy now to respect on an hourly. Still melting lower. Just check on the high side frames again. Reason level, daily busy all the way down. And we do have liquidity up to. So these high time frame levels are like the key levels where the price usually will have a bit of a reaction. We've got this liquidity resting here too now, so just wait and see. Still looking for a reversal profile here. Get one. Looking for like total sheet entry if we can get one. This is 07 as well actually, so we got a PM session. Wow. Absolute melt. So yeah, that's what I was saying before. Monday has a big range on that Monday. Usually the rest of the week is going to follow suit. And then Friday we see that TGIF reversal pattern play out. So right now on Wednesday, so again, mark our key levels. So previous day. So we do have a nice reaction to the upside here, but based on all of this PA, like we are now flipping bearish. Previous day low, and then look at all this liquidity that's resting here. That's right. So this is our draw right now. Checking running session in. Oh, sorry, still a PM session. This will definitely be good for now. It's like short. And this is just the benefit of having time on your side. Like you don't really need to be. You can just come here at 2, identify what's happened, and then take a trade straight away. So same thing, looking to take off 75% off here, and then the rest right 7.5%. This it's gonna be our management, but higher confidence now. So if you're rating it on the stars, I'll probably do a 4-star rating now. Confidence going to be about 60%, just because we have the trend in line with us now, rather than before when there was counter trend up here. So let's look, see how this one let's play out. Already adjust our stops. So push lower again. We're going to adjust our stops. We are going to stops to here. So I haven't taken that blue line yet. That previous daily low, so can remain disciplined. Might have to take a minor loss here. Yeah, that's see if we invert that. Yeah, cool. That had me a little bit nervous. Take off 75% now. Stops to break even. Just put it at this swing high. See if we can hit full TP here and STP. Nice. Another really good trade. Really happy with that. Just following the order flow, 2 PM continuation. And that's not bad. So we pulled ourselves out of drawdown. What day is this? Still Tuesday. Yeah, still Tuesday. Quick PM session. But let's get rid of this. A bit of London session the next day. Okay, so we're taking out all of this liquidity now. Overall, like we're still bullish on a higher time frame perspective. So still fairly bullish. I wonder if we put like a weekly level, maybe we just came to have a weekly busy. Okay, so punch down into here, we've taken out the previous week low. So that's already a good sign that we could be pushing back to the upside. We'll see if the rest of the week if we can push up and close above this weekly busy right here. So the higher time frame, like it's so important. And now it would look like if you didn't have that higher time frame perspective, it'd be looking like we're still pushing lower, like all these CVs to go continue lower. I think based on what we've just seen, looking at all of this liquidity resting in here, now we have the fuel to continue going to the upside. So push back to an hourly time frame. I'm liking this. It's end of the week too. Thursday is usually like a pretty big day. Wednesday and Thursday usually go pretty hard. As you can see here, we push right above Asian session high. We'll see if we can get a retracement into this and then continue up higher. But again, as I was saying before, if we have this expansion, sometimes we don't even get that pullback. We just have a breakaway gap here, and then we just keep fighting. Nice. We have some sort of push to the downside. Searching the 15. If we get a closure above, then we're just going to take it. More than likely, there's going to be a breakaway gap, which doesn't get filled until New York PM, and we're out of the trade by then anyway, so it should be protected for us. You can see we've got resting equal lows here. Ideally, if we can respect this, we'll get in, but if we are looking to come down here, it's a high probability that our price as well. Look, okay, respecting here on 5 minutes, you can see here. So this closes bullish, then we're going to go long straight away. Okay, cool. So we're in long here. Don't like these equal lows, to be honest. This should be a breakaway gap that's respected. So we'll put our stop loss here. And then let's target this. More than likely, just take the low hanging fruit. We've got liquidity resting here. We're not going to be in the charts for too long, so we're going to proper target at 252 here. But we're looking here on the hourly, got all these levels here to run for. So right, take a screenshot. Let's let this one play out. I lose snack break and to go get some grapes. Let's see how this one plays out. So 5, look for a closure above this high. Take this high point now. Alright. Adjusting stops. Take it to these small lows right now. We got liquidity rushing here. It's probably going to break even if we can get to that high. Alright, cool. Break even on the trip. Risk off. Always a good feeling. Alright, so if we don't take this high and we like just meander around here, I'll take 75% of the trend off. So if we take it, body's still closing underneath, so it's not ideal. We're on a 15-minute, we'll just wait for the next 4 minutes, see how that closes out. Alright, decent closure. So I hope this one runs the TP. Let's go. Nice. Nice. So finally we got a 200 plus winning day after 14 or 13 days, but that's alright. It's all part of it. Alright, we're going to shift to PM session now. Let's have one trade. So if it's a winner, I'm happy to just let the trade go. More than likely, if we already had a big run up as well, like it's only really pushing to the downside, which we're not really trying to take, going counter trend. So let's go to PM session. Alright, so we did come back to this level, but we did talk about these equal lows right here. So that's what I was saying, like this should be a breakaway gap protected up until the AM session. This is sometimes why I don't like trading the AM session, because like it just gets so hectic. And if you're in, you need really large stops. Like we had our 10-10 reversal play out, came down to here, still respecting this 15-minute. Tried to tap midnight, took out this low. So again, like we should be looking for longs for the time being. Got the higher time frame with us now too. On an hourly level, this looks really good too. So I think we could actually go a lot higher in this case because we already had the manipulation in the morning session. So yeah, stops here. I don't like that midnight still hasn't been tapped, and we had this massive week and we're still respecting this hourly level. There's so many taps, but again, multiple taps onto a fair value gap means that it is quite weak. If it's strong, we should see 1 or 2 taps max and then fold away. The fact that we keep coming back up indicates that we still do have buyers interested. So I don't know, the main liquidity is probably like previous day high, to be honest, because we're at Wednesday, right? I don't know why my previous day high got deleted. You got previous day high here. This should ideally be the target for the Wednesday. but we're gonna take probably 50% here rather than 75, because I do think we've got room to run on this one. Let's place order. We've already had a win on the day, so I'm not gonna risk the full 7. We'll probably just jump back to 5. We didn't journal that other one too, I just remembered. But it's alright. This is the journal per se, just recording it, and I can reflect on it and look back, so that's cool. But let's have a look. Let's see if this one wants to move it up. Okay. Fair enough. As I was saying, like midnight still sitting here. I'm glad we took a bit less risk on the trade as well. Let's see if we punch down for midnight. It's just always such a magnet, I've noticed, but we do invert this actually on a 15-minute after taking these lows. We don't close below this low. I think we just re-enter here actually, to be honest. Let's do the same trade again. And we're going to push slightly less again. So this will be trade 3 for the day. Let's see if this one's play out for us now. So I should be adjusting my stops as well as we're taking highs. Pretty much at break even now, which is good. So take those highs, stops should be break even now. Cool. So take 50% off the trade here. And we're just gonna let this one play out up until 17. See if we can get there. Oh, sorry. It's gonna automatically close that position. Alright, bad. So I think that would have been another 200 plus day, maybe. Probably if we didn't take that loss earlier in the session, but that's cool. Move on to London session. So it's just Thursday now. Previous day was down here. And previous day low for Wednesday. Okay, so as I said, like usually previous day low. Wednesday and Thursday are big ranging days. So if Wednesday's not that big compared to Tuesday, I think Thursday is going to be a pretty big day today. And usually comes in the New York AM session, so I'm not expecting too much in London. Yeah, same profile. We've been seeing this all week. We exploded above Asia, and even yesterday we had an Asian session here. Exploded. We didn't come anywhere near Asian session again. Like where's Asia? We saw this here as well, right? There's Asian session. We did end up taking highs and then displacing below. We didn't come back. But in this case, we displaced above. I'm not anticipating a comeback. Midnight has already been filled. So this would be our sort of kind of interesting, you know. FVG level. See if it aligns up with anything on a 50. Not really, we just got liquidity here, which would be looking, but we might just tap into here and keep pushing up. So let this one play out. See if we get a closure. I'm just gotta be patient. I've tried to chase so many times and taking in long entries here, and the price just comes down. So just gonna be patient. See if we can get something for around 4 o'clock. So there's that 4 o'clock time. Much down. Ideally, yep, cool. Taking out that liquidity. Here's our entry right here. I'm really liking this. Stops below this swing low here. We do have equal lows here though, which I'm not really a big fan of. We got midnight here, but again, as we said, at all these levels, I think we should be protected. Hopefully this is just a breakaway gap. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be pushing lower. And just looking for our target really. Probably take Tuesday's high as the target on this one. So I'm not really too confident just because we've still got this hourly level. I think 4% makes sense. And then if we come here and see a reaction, we'll look to add on to the position. So I'm watching 5 minute here as well. Need to get above this. You can invert this. Yeah, should we make it? Might take out this low here. It'll be well resting here too. Okay, there we go. There's that level. That hourly PC that we're talking about. Got 5 minutes to go on this hourly. So we're just going to switch our focus to here for the time. Okay, nice. Don't close below 50%. CE. Nice reaction here on 15. If we can invert this on a 15-minute level, then we're going to add on to the position. Pretty positive. Okay, we have inverted. We're just going to wait to see if we can get a reaction on VWAP here on the 5. Nice reaction. There we go. We're going to add in 2 as well. But it's moving away from us. If we get a closure above here, we're going to move our stops to here. Got a lot of risk on the table now. Okay, let's see if we get a closure. Wow. Fourth here. Right. There's our closure. Stops. Here. Keeping our eye on 7 as well. Alright. A bit frustrated. Pretty much a break-even trade right here. But we're just sticking to our rules that we set for ourselves. Just have to be disciplined on that. I do think we're still going to run, but let's have a look. Pushing this hourly, we are respecting the city. Okay. And that's why it was a good exit at 7. And I guess that's why it's part of my plan. Because usually just that volatility around New York AM is just so hectic. It's really hard to predict where it's going to go. So I was a bit annoyed. I thought we were going to run for it, but that's great. I'm actually happy with that. Go to PM session here now. There we go. Reacted off this hourly BC now. We got an hourly BC in here sitting. This is still going to be our draw on liquidity here. So Tuesday's like that. We do have an hourly right off midnight as well. Select this. Get rid of the previous day high. Hourly BC. And a nice little 15-minute as well. So we'll see if we can get into here. We got equal highs now as well. Let's see if we push down. We might just run straight for it. Okay, nice. Oh, there we go. There's our entry right here. Targeting Tuesday's high. Stops to be below this order block. Right. Looking to partial at this high right here. We can go a little bit higher in the risk here because I'm happy with the way everything's played out. We'll go back to 7.5 on this one. Let's see how this one looks. Yeah, we do have another 5-minute BC in here. Actually, ideally, my stops should probably be down here at the bottom of lows. Like this is just equal lows right here screening. So I'm actually going to move it to just below 50% of this wick. That's a little bit worse risk reward. And it's going to be a bigger loss if it does hit, but based on what we're seeing, nice reaction straight away. See if we get closure above this 5-minute bullish candle. Alright, good. Stops can go back to our original stop loss here. Looking to take partials at that blue line if we can get there. Equal highs with this wick. Gonna move stops to break even now, so just taking those highs. So price wants to do just ranging back and forth now. Alright, so break even trade right there. This 5-minute level is what I'm looking at. This 15-minute reacted as well quite nicely. Actually, I don't think we're on midnight as well perfectly too, so we can really tighten up the risk here. This is a pretty high risk to reward here right now. Really tight stops, but based on what we're seeing, we don't need to risk that much. We'll go 5. Yeah, let's see reaction now. Alright, push. Stops can go to break even now. Looking to take 50% off at that blue line. There we go. To be honest, with the way that it is pushing, I think we might just leave this for full TP. We got stops protected anyway. I'll probably just move my stops to the bottom of this swing low. See if this one wants to play out. Beautiful trade once again. Now we're starting to get some momentum going, starting to cook with some gas. But I think switching to the higher time frames and using that and those key levels, waiting for the price to hit that, is a game changer. So that's really good for me to learn. I hope that's something that you guys can learn from as well. Employ, but we've got one more day for this week. We'll run that up and then we'll call it the end of the session. So let's just look at our week as a whole, and it's really important to just check your weekly profiles because Power 3 occurs on every single time frame. If you come back to here, we opened up here, we had a push higher, and then we've come back lower, pushed all the way down here, and then we're going to be closing up around here. I reckon we might push down just a little bit more, but I still think this weekly level that we identified before looks to be respected. This was a little bit scary, like it pushing down the volume that we had on Monday, but this was just the target. Ultimately, the higher time frame. Look at this. Look at this. Bullish momentum, perfectly riding up higher and higher. Potentially as well, with all of this, we might see the highs of the weekend taking. Might not be today on Friday, but having a look at Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and maybe Friday goes with no highs here, potentially. But zoom back down to our hourly. Back out again, as we've been doing. So previous day highs here, we're already at the previous day high. I don't think we're going to be hitting the previous day low, so we're just looking for the next draw on liquidity, which would be Monday's high. So just looking for an opportunity to get long. We have this BC, I can already see on the 15-minute below Asian session. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see like a reversal pattern here after wicking this high and closing below the body. But again, we've seen this profile all week. Explosion above Asian session high, we don't return back to it. So just let it price, let us know what it wants to do for the time being. Alright, exploding up. Getting an hourly CB in here, which we're at right now. So just blasting straight past that. So now we've got this hourly BC right in. We also have another hourly BC here. So these are the levels that I'd be watching. Let's see if we can get price to come back to 4 o'clock starting here. And if we just keep pushing up high and we miss the trade, it is what it is. Just have to sit around here. See if we can come back about 6 o'clock and then 7, maybe we get that push up. But we're out of the trade by 7 anyway, so yeah. Looks like we did miss this one, unfortunately. There's nothing really to catch on this. Maybe on the lower time frame. But yeah, as we said before, we want the higher probability setup here, so there's really nothing in here to catch. So it is what it is. Move on to PM session. Wow. Okay. Bit of a TGIF here on the right. Let's see if we quickly made equal highs right here. So that's still probably the draw, to be honest. Crazy move to the downside actually. With some volume too behind it. So it's making me a little bit over stuff. Where price might go. We got this 4 hour right here. I still think we take longs to at least this level. We might blast through, but this is probably high probability for the time reset is. Just looking to see if we get a market structure shift here. Down by pretty much respect to this. We inverted this on the 15, so this might just be liquidity sweep right here and then push to the downside. Just gonna sit on the sidelines until I can see something that I get behind. So we do have the market structure shift here now. You can look potentially for OTE setup. So this is decent retracement. Got our levels in here. We've got 62 right on an FEG, so this is probably going to be an entry or certainly limit order, and yeah, stuff's right. Targeting, like, I still want to target all the way back to Monday's high, to be honest. At least take out London highs. You haven't taken London highs, take them London lows. Bullish, so this could potentially be it. And then just taking partials at these key levels. So that first 4 hour CB, we've got this in here, we've got another 15-minute CB up in here. So just looking at take partials, probably 25% here, 50% here. 50% here, and then leave the rest as a runner if it wants to go. So set this limit order, and then if it runs off without us, it runs off without us. It is what it is. Alright, so we got our limit orders. Let's just see how this one wants to play out. We got view up, right with that. Yeah, I do like how quick. And it's just why I'm not really the biggest fan of limit orders. And I do this live, and this same thing happens. Crazy trade though, did not expect that to occur, at least reaching up into the year before we get that reaction, but it is what it is. The steep momentum to the downside. Maybe there's some news which has impacted this pretty significantly, and that's more than likely what's happening. So you just got to account for that news. As we saw last week on the 20-year, I think price just absolutely ripped up the pound on his speech. So that's again the thing that you got to take in mind, and I probably should have noticed that. Rather than holding on to the bias again, I'm just trying to go long because the rest of the week was. Look at what the market is telling you now, and then run off that. But that's not bad. That will do the session for today for the week. So that's 2 weeks worth of trading and $700 up, which is not bad. Almost 50% return on that too. I think that's really good. Obviously, the more capital you have, those gains get higher, but it's not really even about that. It's just about sticking to the process and being disciplined on the rules and plan that you have for yourself. I really want to be doing these a lot more frequent. I'm probably going to be doing this every day until the new year, just to really hone in on my strategy, watch a lot more ICT. I want to watch the 2024 mentorship and really study with my mentor JCap as well. Put a lot of resources for us students to work through. Yeah, I really need to finish and get that too. I really want to just hit 2025 like running, have this back testing and this practice all sorted so that come the new year we're going to be running hot, hopefully, and Lord willing. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I really appreciate your time. You could have been doing so many other things right now and you chose to watch my videos, so I really appreciate that. If you wouldn't mind liking, subscribing, it really helps out the channel, helping me to be able to have the time to keep pumping out this content. All feedback's welcome as well. If there's things I could be working on, things that you don't like, maybe my head's too big in the screen, let me know, and I'll definitely take feedback on board. But until next time, peace.